was founded to change people's mindsets. We tend to be very negative. We're very negative here in Nigeria. Everything is hopeless, everything cannot work, everything is all in the negative, all our narratives is in the negative. But SworteTalks came together and said by sharing one story at a time, we can gradually change the narrative from one of hopelessness to one of a hopeful future. And therefore, SworteTalks stands for Stories Worth Telling. So we don't do formal presentations. Our storytellers, we actually call them storytellers, not speakers, come and share their stories that speak to the theme of every event. And tonight we have some amazing storytellers with us. They'll be introduced later, but most times they don't know us. We just approach them, and for that I'd like you to please join us in appreciating their honoring our invitation tonight. Thank you very much. The first edition we had Mercy Makinde, we had Victor Ugo, we had Taiwa Kilani, we had people who came to share their stories. And their stories targeted mostly things to do with mental health. And it's not an easy thing for anybody to get up and talk that they have had issues of mental health, that they've had issues of depression, that they've attempted to commit suicide. But they've told their stories, and people left fully enlightened that day, fully informed and encouraged. As a fallout of that session, I continued the discussion with Mercy Makinde. And today we're going to be talking about other aspects, other taboos, like the young lady mentioned in her poetry, that we like to sweep under the carpet, that people don't like to talk about, that we pretend don't exist in our community. Things like incest. And she shared some, these are handwritten true statements from young people, that she visited a school, and one of the statements said, I have been sexually abused by my father, and I don't want it to happen anymore. What can I do? And another said, if we go out and express to our mom that our father is abusing us, and she agrees with him, what should we do? So there's a lot happening, hidden in the society, that a lot of people might not know. But these are opportunities for us to speak out, to actually talk about it. It might address whatever we say, whatever stories are shared. And they're not to entertain, but to actually bring us to the realities of the communities in which we live. These are realities. We can't run away from them. It happens in good homes, it happens in dysfunctional homes, it happens in rich homes, it happens in poor homes. It happens everywhere. Now you might have a friend who might want to share something with you. It's not something to run away from, it's not something to attach a stigma to. There are possibilities, like the young lady said, that could happen to you and I. So this is an opportunity again for us to listen this evening and to take away that even if it's not us, it's happening to. We learn to be empathetic, we learn to be sympathetic, we learn to listen out, we learn to watch out, we learn to be our brother's keepers, we learn to watch people's body language. What's that person going through? Is there any way I can help? And not just ignore or ridicule. Because sometimes, especially among young people, if somebody is displaying some traits, others start sniggering. They're not things to be sniggered at. They're not things to attach stigmas to. Because as a young lady who shared her story once, she was a counselor who used to actually counsel people with such problems. She said she did not know when she crossed that thin line from being normal to being depressed and therefore wanting to commit suicide. It was such a thin line. And we know that in our public space now, there's so much stress, there's a lot people go through. In America, the percentage of suicide is so high, it's about 60%. And the government is saying a lot about it, that young people now are exposed to a lot of stress. A lot is on social media. If you want to commit suicide, there are a million ways in which it can be committed. It's all on social media. But it's for all of us to reinforce ourselves from within, to know that that doesn't have to be the conclusion. So we'll share stories today, we'll listen to our storytellers, and I'm sure we'll take some good things away with us. One thing that SworteTalks also does is that we don't only come here to share stories. At every event, for every event, we partner with a charity. We have partnered with the Society for the Blind in the past, and that was Christmas 2016. We raised at the event 700,000 naira, which was donated to the Blind Society in Oshodi, because they need a lot of support, they need a lot of braille books and things that they need. And they need to sponsor, because every child who is with them, who is blind, needs to be taken through to be prepared for some trade. So luckily we were able to raise 700,000, and that went directly. We don't take a penny from it. We pass envelopes round, people put whatever they can in the envelopes, and we donate to the charity. We also raised some funds for the Mercy Children's Hospital in Broad Street. I think they're in Broad Street, yes. And we raised about 200,000 for the Mercy Children's Hospital, and we were able to supply fridge, fans, repair their air conditions, bought mattresses, supplied doctors' tables as well. So we're not all about talk, we're about action as well. We have also partnered with many others, which I wasn't able to go through, and we need to be able to bring the information this afternoon, but I thought I'll just share one or two with you. Today, we are partnering with an NGO, which is a home, it's Grace's Place, the home for abused women. And we have with us Mrs. Debola Oni. She will come and share what they do, and then we'll pass the envelopes around, and we'll also project the account details of the home, and you can always send our donations to them. So welcome to today's event, our SworteTalks 11. Welcome to our amazing storytellers. I can't wait. I never like to hear the stories until today. To hear their stories, welcome to all the young ladies and gentlemen in the audience. Welcome, please sit back and enjoy this afternoon, but make sure you do not leave empty-handed. You're welcome.